What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. This is a Team Acne video, and this is one that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. This one is talking about the topic of bullying, and I'm going to be putting out a lot more videos about bullying in the future, but this one specifically is going to be a very interesting type of video because I'm going to be quoting a lot of the comments that you guys have left, because I kind of want to make the point that you already know and you already have the information. It is out there and it's in you. It's just that you have to look at it with the right perspective. So bear with me. It's going to be a little bit of a different type of video, but I think this is really going to resonate a lot. So this first comment that I'm going to read, it's a little bit heart-wrenching, it's a little bit sad, but just bear with me. There's a reason for all of this. The thing that makes it hard for me is that I'm losing my hair and already get nicknames, so it's hard to deal with and even feel good enough for my girlfriend, as she knew me before everything got started. But you're a role model, dude, and you get me through every single day. Thank you so much. So basically what he's saying, man, is that the acne is making him feel not even valuable enough for his girlfriend, and that's rough because that's not how you should feel, and hopefully that's not how your girlfriend looks at it either. Hopefully she doesn't even see your acne. So the reason for this comment being the first thing that I'm reading in this video is because I want you to understand that you have acne. Realize it. Understand that it's a hard thing to deal with. Don't create this facade in your head that, you know, I have acne, but it's not something that's valuable enough to, you know, actually be struggling with. Most people just look at it like nothing. No, recognize that it's a true problem. It's something that really affects you emotionally, and it changes the way that you live your life. So understand it first. Also with this one, realize that hundreds of thousands of other people are going through the exact same thing as you, and understand exactly what you're going through, because that's one of the hardest things, is that we feel like no one really understands it and we feel like we're all alone. But take solace in the fact that even though they may not be physically there for you, they might not be at the same school or same work or whatever as you, there are those people out there, and there are hundreds of thousands of us on Team Acne that knows exactly what you're dealing with. So I think a big help for a lot of people is to find some sort of online support group. I think Facebook would be a great place to look for people who support others who are going through with acne struggles and whatnot. I really like this second comment, but please do not kill me and butcher me for destroying the Spanish pronunciation here. I have no idea how to do this, but I'm gonna try anyways. Like we say in Spain, que se arañen la cara los envidiosos. So I can feel the comments coming in. People, you suck at Spanish. She goes on to say, that means let envy people scratch their face. This means that now they must be jealous of your success so they can scratch themselves. Basically, focus inwards on your success and let that speak for itself. This is something that I've always tried to push on my channel when it comes to acne and dealing with acne and dealing with bullying or any adversity at all, is find your passion, which I know is easier said than done, but really focus in and try to find your passion, and then let it consume you. Let it become your obsession. Because I can tell you right now that becoming obsessed with your passion, nothing else matters. If every single day you go to bed and you think, man, I can't wait to get on the soccer pitch and play soccer and get better, or if you go to bed and you think, man, I can't wait to sing again and learn another chord, I can't learn to, you're just over obsessed and consumed with something that you love, it's going to be so hard for you to even have time to worry about what the person in your math class is talking about you at, because you're not even thinking about math class, you're thinking about getting out of math class to get over to your passion. That is something that helped me so much. But this also works as a double benefit, because while you become obsessed and consumed during the time being, so you aren't worrying about the bullying that's happening to you, also in the future, you've already started building yourself, working inwardly on yourself and improving yourself, whereas most people don't start working on themselves career-wise and just emotionally and understanding their personality and whatnot until their late 20s, when they're done partying and all that. So you'll already be 5-10 years ahead of everybody else by focusing in on yourself. And then one day, those people, like she's saying in her comment, will be wondering, how did that guy I used to pick on, who was a loser, how did he end up doing so much stuff? And now I'm sitting here and I have nothing going for me, and I've drank away the last 10 years of my life being an asshole to people, and you are doing excellent. So focus on your passion. It really helps. Now this next comment is a little bit hard to read. It's very sad, but I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want to put it out there as authentically and as genuine and real and transparent as it comes, because these comments are on my channel all the time, but there's a reason for this, so just let me read it. Just listen for a second. I'm literally crying right now watching your video because we have the exact same experience. I remember when my acne got worse, I attempted suicide because I could no longer handle the pain physically and emotionally, and it drained everything inside of me. My parents could not afford any of the remedies about acne, so they can't do anything to help me. It was one of the most difficult times in my life, But amidst the experience, I am so thankful that I've been through this kind of struggle, just like what you've said, because it molds you into a better person. You end up with high respect to people, though some may not show you that respect in return, but it turns you into a better person. The reason I put this comment in there is because this is a heart-wrenching one. Like, this is one of the worst outcomes that can come from bullying and dealing with hardships of acne, is wanting to kill yourself, wanting to end it because it's so hard. And if you're in that kind of a position, understand that there are so many people that deal with the same thing as you. You're not alone. And I know, the circumstances seem so crazy to you, right? You're feeling suicidally depressed about your acne, and you may think no one else is like this, no one else is having to deal with this, but there are people who deal with it. And the reason I wanted to put this comment in here specifically is because you've heard me say it before, by going through this hardship of acne, I would never take it away. I would never go through my life again without going through it, because it has molded me into the person I am. It's made me the compassionate and successful person that I am today. It has literally created all of the aspects of my personality that I love the most. And this guy has gone through it even harder than I have. I never had suicidal thoughts. And even he, who wanted to kill himself, has now said he is grateful for having to go through that. That just shows you that even when you're at the worst time, even when it feels so bad, there's nothing that's more difficult than feeling suicidal. Even going through that, he was thankful, because that built him into who he is. So if you're feeling that way right now, if you feel lost as hell, if you feel like you're in a dark room and there's no one there for you, know that one day these experiences you're going through, you'll appreciate, because they are what are going to build you into something that you would have never become before. Now, this last comment I thought was really cool, because it was some insight, and it was also a bit of, he had to fess up to this. He had to admit to this, and a lot of people they have too much of an ego to say, I was wrong, I did the wrong thing. But this insight, I think, will help a lot with a lot of people who are dealing with something like acne. This was a really emotional video, even just watching it. I remember when I was in high school, I had bad acne, but my back acne was definitely the worst. I used to hate going to gym class, because I knew as soon as I started to get changed, people would see it and they'd start slagging on me. It did affect me to such a point that there was a guy that had worse acne than me, and rather than being supportive towards him, I dissed him just to feel better about myself. It was a really horrible thing to do, but now I look back and know that it didn't help me in any way. Years passed, and I apologized for being such a douchebag to the guy. I'm glad to say that we remain good friends, and even with the struggle of acne, we never beat on each other about it. Now, the reason I wanted to read this comment, and I thought this was so awesome, because he's admitting that he felt terrible for doing that, and he is also admitting that he was immature at that moment enough to do that. But what he is saying ultimately is that you should never let the negativities of others and the bullying from others become your own feeling and your own lens on life. Don't let that become your perspective. You know what I mean? These people are making fun of other people. They're being negative because of something that's wrong with them, something that's wrong with the way they look out onto other people, right? You don't want to absorb that, right? If you think about it, man, like, as acne people, we are generally the ones who are victims, right? But the way I look at it is the people who are negative and the people who are bullying other people, those are truly the victims. They just haven't even realized it yet. So don't switch over from the winning side. Don't switch over from Team Acne and helping out your own team, being supportive to your own people, and jump onto the losing side who are unknowingly the victims. Don't do that. Instead, stay strong, man, and take the hardship and the sadness and just the bullying and the negativity that you have to receive, and look at people who are the same as you and be like, you know what though? I'm gonna never make them experience that from me. I'm gonna always offer an open ear and an open hand. I'm always going to be supportive of others who are going through the same thing, because I understand what it's like. People who are bullying others are creating synthetic self-esteem because it makes them feel like they're better than other people. But truly deep down, they know that they aren't better than them because they bully. That has nothing to do with whether you're a good person or not a good person. Instead, always take the high road, and you will see that in the future, which you can't see yet, but in hindsight, eventually, you'll realize that taking the high road actually did make you the better person and created your personality, who is now able to continue being a better person. So that is it, my friends. I really wanted to put this video out there. I know there are so many people who are struggling with acne, and I know it's really difficult to take the high road, and I know it's hard to absorb all these words and all these comments from other people and all the negativity and stuff and stay positive and stay nice and stay, you know, looking out and optimistic and stuff. I know how hard it is, but I'm hoping that by reading these comments and giving you my insight on it, it can kind of change the perspective that you have and the way that you look at it, because I know right this instant it is terrible, but in the future, I swear it makes you a better person, and you should really take solace in that. I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that the intentions were received. You know, I hope that you know, the way that I'm trying to look at life is also something that you can take and look at life yourself, and hopefully it improves the way that you live. I want to give huge shout out to everybody who left the comments that I read in this video, and also a huge shout out to everybody who left comments period who weren't in this video, because your comments help me, but more importantly, they help so many people who just go down in the comment section after reading or watching one of these videos and read that stuff and resonate with that stuff. So thank you guys, and please always leave that kind of stuff if you're feeling willing to do it. All right guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Merry Christmas, Team Beyond the Week. CT.
Lift heavy or die, MIRIN, motherfucker.
Team Beyond the Week.